am Alexis Joy from Alexis Joy VIP Access. I have the utmost and tremendous honor of interviewing the man who needs no introduction whatsoever. It is the great, iconic Phil Rosenthal, the genius and creator of one of the most iconic shows to have aired on TV, Everybody Loves Raymond, and star of one show that everyone globally loves watching, Somebody Feed Phil. Thank you, dear Phil Rosenthal, for making my ninth year celebration for Alexis Joy VIP Access the most unforgettable celebration ever.
Thanks, Alexis Joy. How you doing?
I am doing so great.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. And I want to congratulate you on all of the amazing success, so many wonderful seasons of Somebody Feed Phil, and for impacting the lives of so many with your positivity. We all love you, Phil.
Thank you. I love doing it. I hope to keep doing it. I hope we can keep traveling and keep meeting people and return to hugging even.
Yes, we would love that. More seasons of Somebody Feed Phil. But speaking of more seasons and new seasons of Somebody Feed Phil, that's like magic to our ears hearing that. And season 4 is now on Netflix. Can you tell us what it was like working on this extraordinary season?
Thanks. Well, I went to a couple places I'd never been before, like Rio de Janeiro. Have you ever been there?
Not yet. That's one of my dream places to go to, but
I
I get
mean,
to travel through you.
doesn't it look spectacular?
Brilliant. So
I
brilliant.
mean, it's one thing to watch it on TV. It's another thing to be there. And when you're there, it's probably the most beautifully situated city in the world. I mean, just the way it's nestled in the mountains, and the mountains meet the ocean, and then you have these fabulous beaches. It's kind of incredible. It's kind of incredible. I can't wait to go back. And when you're there, you have these drinks called caipirinhas. You ever have a caipirinha?
Oh. I need to experience this in person, but until then, I get to watch you do it.
Well, that you can have wherever you are, right? Wherever there's a bar, they could probably make you one. It may not be as good as the one in Rio de Janeiro, but it'll be close. It's made from a liquor called cachaça, which is a little like rum. It's like a light rum. It's made from the same sugarcane plant. And it goes down like fruit punch.
Oh, wow.
And then it's like somebody hit you in the head.
Oh, no.
Yes.
What a
Yes.
juxtaposition. That's like two opposite.
But you can't, like, you wake up the next day, oh, what happened? Oh, I had the caipirinhas. Can we have some more today? That's how quickly you forget because they're so good.
I love that. Well, again, congratulations on such a
Thank you.
beautiful fourth season. Everyone should tune in. Now, you have done so many wonderful adventures, from harvesting lotus stems in Saigon to learning
Yes.
how to tango and riding horses in Buenos Aires. So, again, so many unforgettable memories. But throughout these past 4 seasons, is there a moment or memory that sticks out to you the most?
Well, the tango lesson in Buenos Aires was actually the most difficult thing I've done because I'm so awkward and kind of shy about that. Whenever you have to do something that you're not good at or you haven't done before in front of other people, it's embarrassing. And I've made it this far in my life where I didn't have to tango in front of people because I never did it. And to take a lesson that shows just how inadequate you are on television, it was very hard.
I
But
I have to say, you had so much grace, though. We loved watching it.
I thought it may be relatable because we all have that thing in our lives that we're not good at or ashamed of, or we don't want people to know that we do this or can't do this. And so I'm glad I did it. And that's the lesson. I didn't die from doing it. I got a tiny bit better than having never done it, right? And by the end, I could fake it a little bit. And so that was then worth it. And the whole show for me is about overcoming whatever fear I have of the unknown place, of the unknown food, of the unknown dance lesson, right? Whatever it is, we have to step a tiny bit out of our comfort zone because that's where the magic is. That's where the fun is, right? A lot of us sit and watch TV and we don't do anything. We're on the phone all day, or we're watching the TV or on the computer all day, and we never have real experiences. I'm here to say real experiences are where it's at.
I love that. That is so, so beautiful. And it's just one of the many reasons, again, why we adore you. You're truly a happy pill for everyone. And we
Thank
learn so much through your show.
thank
Now, aside from the memory, is there a specific meal that sticks out to you the most from the past 4 seasons?
We always have, like, we know when something is extra special on the show when we're shooting, when we off camera say, can we go there again? Right? And there's always at least one that we, so if you were to pick a place, I could tell you what the one was in, let's say, oh my goodness, there's so many. I
Right.
have so many great, I mean, the first thing that's coming to mind is this bowl of cow soy in Thailand when we did the Bangkok episode. We went to Chiang Mai, which is a couple hours north of Bangkok. And we walk into this shack, and this man is making something called cow soy, KHAO, and then SOI. Have you ever heard of it?
No, I
So
haven't.
I never heard of it either. And then here comes this bowl of kind of coconut curry broth, and then hand pulled noodles are at the bottom, like a great pasta. Okay. And then either chicken, fresh, or beef, fresh beef, or pork, or tofu, or shrimp, whatever you want as the meat or the protein. And then beautiful things like chilies and pickled mustard greens and shallots and onions, and then crispy noodles on top. Okay, so this bowl, it's like this, and it ticks all the boxes of savory, spicy, sweet, even, just delicious, delicious, delicious. And it costs $1. Yes,
Wow.
it doesn't cost $1 in America if you go to a Thai restaurant
Exactly.
because we're in America. But you can save on the airfare to Thailand if you get it here. I'm telling you, this is one of the best, most delicious things I've ever eaten in my life. Yeah.
Thailand's one of my dream places to go to, so I'm definitely going to take your recommendation and
Yes,
try this out. But that
you
is
won't forget
so
it.
great.
Yeah.
Now, again, we want to see so, so many more seasons
And
of Somebody Feed.
write to Netflix. Tell them you want more because the competition is very, very tough. They put out like 3 shows a day.
Yeah.
So they don't renew a lot of things because they always want new things. So this could be it. I don't know. I want to keep doing it forever. And maybe if they don't want it anymore, then I'll go somewhere else and do it. But I would like to stay there because Netflix is wonderful. Netflix is all over the world. And I've gotten to feel now like an ambassador.
We all will tweet it and hashtag
We're
it
back.
and would love to see so many more episodes. We're all going to be writing and tweeting to Netflix. But speaking again of more seasons and more episodes, if you could travel to any other place, where would it be?
I haven't been to India yet,
Oh,
so I'd love to go there. I've been to Sydney, Australia one time, but that was off the show. And I would love to go back and show people Australia. And more than just Sydney, there's many places in Australia to go. New Zealand, I've never been to, have to go there. I've never been to Shanghai. I went to Moscow once off the show, and I think I would love to go back and show people Moscow and all of Scandinavia. I haven't been to Stockholm or to Helsinki, right? There's all these wonderful places. I haven't been to Scotland yet. How many have I done? I've done 22 Somebody Feed Phil's and 6 I'll Have What Phil's Having, which was the show on PBS before Somebody Feed Phil. And so that's only 28 places out of 190 countries, let alone cities, right? So I haven't scratched the surface of the earth yet.
yes, that's why Netflix, listen up. We already have all the countries Phil wants to go to. And if I may add, I would love my whole family and I, my mom, grandma, great grandma, we would love for you to go to the Philippines. We're Filipinos. So we would
I would
love
love
for
to.
you to
By
go
the
to
way, I love Filipino food. Where are you right now? Are you in LA?
I'm in LA. Yeah, my mom's side is Filipina, and
Yeah.
I'm also half Italian as well. So I get the best of both worlds with the food.
What a great combo. Do you know Sorry Sorry? SARI in the I love that place.
Yes. So we hope that you visit the Philippines sometime and, of course, for more seasons. Now, I know that you also collaborated with Morgenstern's Ice Cream to create the Rosenthal
How
sundae.
about
So
that?
everyone should go and check that out.
That's
Now,
in New York.
yes, if you could create any other food masterpiece, what would it be for you and what would its slogan be?
Well, the Sunday seemed like the pinnacle of my existence. The subtitle. It's called the Rosenthal, but the subtitle is the best chocolate peanut butter anything ever. Right? So
Yeah.
that's pretty good, and I love having that. I fantasize about having a tequila.
Ooh.
Maybe we could call it somebody drink Phil.
I love that.
I that's but you know a lot of people have their own tequila. It's just a fantasy. I don't know if it'll ever happen. Uh, Other foods to have my name on. You know, I was always in love with what Paul Newman did,
Mhm.
the famous actor Paul Newman. He put his name on a whole line of foods that you can buy in the store, and all the proceeds go to charity. So I love that idea. And one day, that's another fantasy to have something like that that would do good in the world. And while I have you, I have a foundation that I just started before the election. It's called Somebody Feed the People.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And what that does, at least for the election, it was feeding people who had to wait on long lines to vote. But I like the idea of it so much, and the title is so non-specific
Mhm.
that it could continue. And so I'm going to continue it. So if people go to somebodyfeedthepeople.org, we are feeding people through the World Central Kitchen and other organizations that bring food to people who don't have it. So that's my dream is to do that.
That is so amazing. Again, I can't say this enough. Thank you really for all of the great impacts that you've made on lives, not just here nationwide, but globally, bringing attention to so many small businesses, helping so many people. So we really thank you for that, Phil. Like you are
Thank
such
you.
an icon, a legend, and a great role model to everyone. So really thank you.
I'm just, you start from a place of gratitude, right? We're,
Yes.
we're all lucky to be happy and healthy. And I feel that more than anybody. I'm the luckiest person you're ever going to meet. That's honestly how I feel. And so it's only good if you can share.
I love that. Now, one of the many things that my family and I know all viewers love is being able to not just see you, but your family as well. And we love the bond that you have with your family, bringing your kids on the show, your lovely wife, and of course, seeing your parents on like Skype. It's just so magical and makes us feel like we're part of your family. Now, if you could take them on any other kind of adventure, where would you go and what would you guys eat?
We have fun. I think there was one episode in particular where we all got to be together, and that was in Copenhagen. It was both kids had their birthdays because their birthdays are one day apart, so we got to celebrate them not just together but in the show. So that was really fun. I love going anywhere with them. We as a family love Europe. We love France. We love Italy, especially, right? Uh, so that's kind of like a go-to, like when we're planning a vacation. We also love Mexico. We love Mexico. And we go there every year. Why? Because it's so close, and yet it's a whole other culture and country that we love celebrating. So anywhere we go, we have a good time, I think. And so it doesn't really matter. We just, I once, my son and I got in a car and drove up the coast. And that was great. As my wife and I had done when we were just married and just moved out here. And that's the California coast is as spectacular a drive as the Amalfi Coast in Italy,
Yes.
right? It's one of the world's great drives. And then you stop along the way in little hotels and bed and breakfast, and it's just God's country. It's so beautiful.
That sure is so correct. And again, we love seeing you guys. I mean, we're able to really join the Rosenthal family, and you guys are so blessed to have one another. I mean, you guys are always so happy and positive and with a big smile on your face. So we love the whole Rosenthal family.
I'll tell them.
Yes, please do. Now we're just going to do a very quick speed round. Are you
Oh,
ready for it?
I'm ready.
So the
Hold
first
on.
one is, if you were a food, what food would you be?
Chocolate.
Oh, yum. And what is an unusual food pairing that you enjoy?
I love that question. Parmigiano Reggiano,
Ooh,
that cheese with
mhm.
champagne.
Oh, nice.
It's amazing. I've turned chefs onto this.
Wow.
It totally works. People, listen to me. Parmigiano Reggiano and champagne. You will thank me.
Okay, I'm going to try that after this interview as a celebration.
I've seen chefs go, whoa.
That is so great. Now, are you more of a breakfast, lunch, dinner, or dessert person?
Yes, 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 yes. I like it all. Do I have to pick
Only pick
one?
one though.
I guess dinner. I
Ooh.
guess dinner. It's my downfall, really, because I try to be good all day, and then dinner comes and I blow the whole thing.
Well, it's a balance, right? I mean,
Because
you
you
wake
know
up.
why it's the most social. It's like the whole day builds to that, right? But I could also make a case for lunch.
Yeah,
I try to have a great lunch every day with somebody I like because it's the middle of the day. It's like the tent pole in the middle of the day, right?
yeah.
That everything in the morning rises to lunch and everything after lunch comes from lunch, and then you go into the big finish dinner.
As long as there's food, we're all set.
But I love breakfast too. I love eggs. Oh man, come on.
I know.
Life is good.
And since we know that you have your very own ice cream sundae, what is an ice cream sundae topping must have for you? You can only choose one.
I think it's going to be hot fudge.
Ooh, very good. Yeah. Well, virtual high five. You did a magnificent job on the speed round. And lastly, Phil, if you could bring out one message to all of your fans, what message would that be?
You know, we're all in this COVID thing together, right? It's kind of in a sad but beautiful way united the world. And I just want to tell people, like, I've heard that if you watch the show, you get sad a little bit for what we're missing now. But that's only because we're in the middle of it. We're in the middle of the thing. But that also means that this is going to end. COVID will end and the world will be returned to us. So don't be sad. Plan a trip for next year. Plan it for a year from now. Just the planning of it is going to make you feel better and give you something to look forward to. And what is life if we don't have stuff to look forward to, right? So plan the trip. I promise you this will end and it's going to be okay. And we're all going to return to normal. It's not happening as fast as we want it to, but it will happen. And if you don't make plans for the future, you may not have one. So plan.
So beautiful. Well, I want to send you again my utmost and sincerest thanks. I hope I can express to you my extreme gratitude because this is absolutely one of the most unforgettable celebrations I've ever had to interview a living legend like you. And thank you so very
Oh
much.
my goodness.
And thank you again for your impact in this world. I mean, the world would be a lot more of a sadder place without Phil Rosenthal. So
Oh, you're
thank
so
you
sweet.
so very much.
I'm very proud of you doing your show for 9 years. That's to be celebrated too.
You.
And as big as this celebration is, imagine 10 years. Come on.
I know, but thank you so much. You are so special to the world and have a blessed day, Phil. Thank you
You
so
too.
very much again. Everyone, watch Somebody Feed Phil, new episodes on Netflix.
Thank you. Bye.